We're joined this afternoon by St. Joseph's College senior forwards Abby Young and Lindsay Moore after a 73-61 victory over the Norwich Cadets in conference action. Guys, a great victory. It's probably one of the better games we've seen in our building this year. Down at the half by 2, rally in the second half in a big way. What was the message at halftime? What changed in the second frame?
He just kind of talked to us about mental breakdowns. A couple things here and there, and we just pulled it together in the second half.
We had to fix some things, and they were calling it really tight on fouls, so we had to be smart and learn from what they're calling. So I guess, I don't really know. They're calling a lot from, like, if you're running up behind them, so kind of if you're behind them, not even touch them, because that
Don't even go close.
just led to more fouls. So.
That was a foul almost every time.
Yeah.
Guys shot 50% in the second half. Was there more of an emphasis on scoring in the paint? Both you guys had great games. Lindsay in particular in the second half, 15 points total, all in the second half. Abby with a career high 26 points and 10 rebounds. Was there an emphasis on scoring in the paint in the second half?
I think it was
want to draw more fouls too.
Yeah,
Get
and I think it was
some out.
patience, really. We were, in the first half, we were rushing a lot more. And I think an emphasis at halftime was to kind of just slow it down and take your time. And then hopefully we would either draw a foul or make a shot in the process.
Yeah, you could definitely see a change in kind of the pace of the game as far as that goes in the second half. You could tell that you guys are more focused on that, on those points. They have one of the better players in the conference, Elia Curry. She scored 24. Was it kind of she's going to get what she gets and try to stop everybody else? Is that how it worked defensively for you guys a little bit?
There you go. It was more, play defense on everybody. Obviously, we have to play really tough on her. But I think the biggest emphasis on her was make her work for her shots. Don't give her anything easy, which I think that she had to work really hard for her shots.
She works hard for those points and gets them. Good for her.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, she took 20 shots for a guard. That's obviously quite a lot. Pretty physical game, wouldn't you say? It was called tight, but it was also at the same time kind of physical.
Yeah.
What, you guys both being forwards, do you relish that type of play, or do you? You don't have to give anything away here, but what is the look? And you guys go against each other in practice all the time. Do you try to beat each other up a little bit in practice and prepare for games like this?
Yeah, definitely. Always try to beat each other up, make each other better, so we're prepared for that game.
The
that type of pressure.
bruises we have on each other after practice is...
Yeah. It's not from the game, it's from the
Guys improved to 12-3, 4-0, remain undefeated in conference play. Guys, some of the tougher conference games are coming up, of course. What does this start, or it's not really a start, you're in mid-season now or a little bit beyond, kind of building on momentum here going forward? Is that the outlook?
I think it's just take one game at a time. Especially conference games, they all matter the same. It's a win or lose, it's gonna place you somewhere. So just take one game at a time. It doesn't matter who we're playing, we have to try to get that win.
Right. Now this week, a couple of non-conference opponents coming up. University of New England, I'm not sure if they're nationally ranked now, but they have been near the bottom of the 25.
I think we lost to them in a scrimmage this year. Didn't we scrimmage them?
No.
Who did we scrimmage?
Not UNE. We played them in summer league, but I think Coach said they're 14-2 right now, so it'll be a good test for us.
They've always been good.
Yeah,
so.
we have nothing to lose. It's not a conference game, so it's a good team to play, good game to play. I'm excited.
Me too.
Right? Always good to face a tough competition like UNE and USM right down the road. Bates College in Lewiston coming up as well this week. Do you guys approach the non-conference games a little bit differently and try to work on some different things, or is it just let's go out there and try to work on the things that we need to work on?
Kind of work on things that we need to work on, but we still want to win.
Yeah.
Right,
So
of course.
we're going to play to win.
Right.
We do more of our stuff is seen in those games than in conference play.
Yeah.
We don't show everything in conference play. But,
And then this weekend, you guys get right back into conference play. Albertus Magnus at home. They've been known to be tough. And then the big one is Manual, of course, and Riviera right after that. So a big stretch coming up. How important is it to go into those games with a couple of solid showings this week in non-conference play, do you think?
I think it's pretty important. I think the biggest part is to just work hard. If we work hard for 40 minutes, and we leave it all on the floor, I think that we can be happy with how we played no matter what.
And we don't like to talk about officiating too much, but today both coaches were definitely not happy, I would say. It was a tightly called game. Does that affect you guys on the court, or is there anything that kind of, does it raise the intensity at all when you know that's coming after foul calls or non-calls?
Yeah, I play with emotion.
Right.
So if I get a foul called at me, I'm going right back. And it just shouldn't be like that. When we bring it in, we're like, all right, let's go. If we get a foul, if 15 gets a foul, we're like, all right, raises our momentum. But I would think for the same thing for the other teams. But
And I think for me, when stuff like that happens, even if people are getting angry, I try to stay positive. I try to keep the team positive, because if we get down and slump and we're focusing more on being angry at the refs, then it's going to take away from our playing. So,
You guys, senior year, going down the stretch here, do you think that the goals that you've set for yourselves and your team are kind of right on track at this point?
yeah,
yeah, I think so.
I think
We're going to be a really good team. Well, we are a really good team, but
I
by
think
the end,
we're
we're
playing
going to be the
well together,
best. Right?
All right, great.
bold statement.
Very bold, very bold. Like
The
it.
best we can be.
There you go.
There you go.
All right,
That's what I
ladies. Congrats on the win today. Nice
Thank
comeback
you.
win for the Monks. Good luck coming up in the upcoming games.
Thanks.
Thank you.